Okay, now let us continue with the pointer initialization. How do we initialize a pointer, right? How do we initialize a pointer? So, initialization of a pointer, of a pointer, or assigning the address to a pointer, or how do we assign the address to a pointer? Now, let us get back to a variable only. When we talk of a variable, for example, the same this one, let us take int a comma, I have taken a, for example, is equal to 10. No dogging please. Is equal to 10. Okay, is equal to 10. Then what happens? We have already taken this one. What happens to the memory? Let us take the memory. Let us take the memory, and we have a variable by the name a, which is at 4385, for example, right? And I also take, for example, a variable by called float x is equal to 3.14. 3.14. So when we have done these declarations, we are very clear what happens in the memory. For example, x is here, right? There is no hard and fast rule that first variable declared should be first, and memory is going to be allocated as per the availability by the operating system, right? So here x is there. Let us assume that x is at 3826. Since it is initialized, the values are what? X value is what? And right, x value is 3.14, and a value is 10. Is the memory clear now? Now let us declare the so-called pointer variables also as part of it. So I am declaring two pointer variables P1 and P2. P1 is going to store the address of A, and P2 is going to store the address of X, right? So when we take that, how does it change? Comma, I have taken star P1, comma, star P2. Now what will happen? Like a variable, when it is declared, it is allocating the memory space, yes or no? And the rules for the naming of the pointer variable is same as the rules for naming of a variable, that is identifier. Okay, what is that variable when we talk? Name, then is the memory space, right? Memory space. And third is what important? What is the initial value it is going to contain, right? Yes or no? This is what is a basically a variable means. So here P1 is also a variable. P1 is also a variable. For example, P1 is here and P2 is also a variable here, right? P1 and P2. Let P1 is at assume that it is at 5286 and P2 is at 6324. 6324. What is address of P1? What is address of P1? What is P1? What is X? What is X? What is X? 3.14. What is ampersand of X? 3826. What is A? 10. What is ampersand of A? 4385. And if, for example, X and A were not initialized, what would have been the values of that? Garbage values. You are clear on this, right? Okay. Similarly, we are saying that P1 or P2 are pointer variables. The rules applicable are same. Pointer variables, it is also a variable. Variable means identifier. The name should be same. I can't write 1P. 1P is not allowed. Why? Because you cannot start with a digit. but P1 I can use it, right? So same rules which are applicable for naming an identifier. P1 is also a variable, means it is an identifier. Is this clear or not? Yes or no? Then tell me, similarly, it is going to be given a space. I have given it at 5286. Now we were in the starting onwards, we were talking that pointer is a variable which stores the address of another variable. Address means it is a positive integer. Format specifier percentile u. It is a positive integer. Positive integer, what is it integer? Yes or no? Right? It is going to be a positive integer value. Okay. Now, if there is no address being assigned to a pointer variable, what does it contain? It contains garbage address. It contains garbage address. So P1 and P2 are not initialized. P1 and P2 are not initialized. So my P1 value is garbage address and P2 value is also garbage address. Is this clear? Now the third point, it is going to be given space. It is going to be given space. Yes or no? How much normally, for example, let I say character, you say 1 byte, float, you say 4 bytes, double, you say 8 bytes, right? Int, you say 2 bytes, or it is 4 bytes depending upon the system, right? So we are very, very clear that this data type will take this many bytes. Now pointer is a variable which stores the address of another variable. That means it always stores the address, means it is always storing a positive integer. That is the reason we told percentile u as a format specifier. Then what should be the memory space being allocated for a pointer variable? Now for example, int I have taken. Int will take 2 bytes, let us take. Float will take how many? 4 bytes. Got it or not? Now P1 is what what variable? It is a pointer variable which stores the address of an integer variable. It is very, very clear. What is P2 here? P2 is a pointer variable which stores the address of a float variable. Now tell me what would be the storage space of P1? What should be the storage space of P2? Assuming that integer is going to take 2 bytes, tell me what should be the storage space. P1 will take 2 bytes, P2 will take, that is wrong. Once again, I will define what is a pointer variable. Pointer variable is a variable which stores the address of another variable. That another variable can be any variable. Irrespective of any variable, it stores the address. Address is a positive integer. Positive integer means format specifier percentile u. Integer means how many bytes? 2 bytes. Then why it will store 4 bytes? It will store 2 bytes only. Remember, irrespective of, in the future we are going to come to structures. At that time we are going to define a user defined data type where I am going to have 40 bytes being taken, 100 bytes being taken by the structure. Irrespective of whatever the structure variable, when I say it is storing the address of that particular variable, then it is storing the positive integer. If it is storing the positive integer, then it is always going to be an integer data type only. So whatever the system is going to take positive integer, if it is taking 2 bytes, it will take 2 bytes only. Now tell me what would be the, assuming integer is going to take 2 bytes, tell me what should be the a value. How many bytes it is going to take? 2 bytes. Let us take 26 and 27. And sorry, the 27, 28 and 29 x. This is going to be 86. Now tell me what is P1 value? 87, 2 bytes. And what is P2? 25. It is P2 is a pointer variable which is storing the address of a float variable. But however, the address is a positive integer. If it is a positive integer, then the format specifier is percentile u, and it always going to occupy the space of an integer only. Integer data type. Is this clear? Right? If this is not clear, then what you will do is a lot of mistakes are going to happen, assuming that double means it is going to take 8 bytes and all that. No, right? So is this clear? Now tell me, Did you understand this? P1 is a name of the variable. P2 is the name of the variable. Since we have not initialized this, the garbage address is there. However, the address of P1 is 528. Now tell me, if I say, I'll write like on right hand side. Now tell me the values. A is equal to, tell me from the board, how much is this? 10. Ampersand A is equal to 4385. Now tell me what is X is equal to 14. What is ampersand X is equal to 3826. Perfect. Now tell me what is P1 is equal to garbage value. Some garbage, right? So I'll say garbage address. And what is ampersand P1? Address of P1. P1 is a pointer variable, but it is also having an address. It is also having, because it is a variable. Variable means address. Variable means it has a value. Variable means it has got the storage space. So these are very, very important. Address, value, and storage space for a variable, right? So pointer is also a variable. So it has a name, it has got a storage space, and it has got the, what is that called, value, right? So now tell me what is P ampersand P1 is equal to 5286, and what is P2 is equal to garbage address, and what is ampersand P2 is equal to 6324. Is this clear till now? Then we'll go further. How do we assign the value to a pointer? How do we assign a value to a pointer? Very, very important. Concentrate now, right? There are two ways of doing it. One, you can do it during execution, right? Okay. One, you can do it initialize during declaration itself. You can do it during declaration. First, I'll do it during the program execution, right? So let us assume, give the address of A to P1. How do I assign a value to a P? A is equal to 10, A is equal to 20, A is C is equal to A plus B. That is how we have written the expression, right? Similarly, the expression is going to be like this. What I am going to have is the expression P1 is equal to, very, very clear, P1 is equal to address of A. What is the address of A? What is the address of A? But in the figure now it is 4385. But how do you know? That may change when you are changing. So very, 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 very important. Understand that at any point of time in the program, I cannot give, if I have declared as a pointer P1, I cannot give it as 4300 or P2 is equal to 55. Constant cannot be assigned. Constant value cannot be assigned, but compulsorily you have to initialize, means it has to be initialized with the address of a variable. Address of a variable means ampersand of which variable? Can I give X? No. Why X cannot be given? Because X is it can actually is a float variable, right? P1 can store the address of a integer variable, right? So I'll say that is equal to ampersand. Yeah, that's all. What will happen now is the garbage address of P1 is overwritten with the address of A, which is 4385. That means that link is being established between these two. That means now P1 is referring to the location of A. P1 is referring to the location of A. So that is how we are able to refer to that, right? Now coming to the initialization of P2. How can we do the initialization of P2? P2 is equal to ampersand X. Ampersand X. Now what will happen? This garbage address is going to be overwritten with 3826. Is this clear till now? Right? Now can I write the value of A and the value of that is P1 or like that by using the printf statements? Yes or no? Let us write the values. Let us write printf value of A is what? Percentile D and located at percentile U. What are these both? Tell me values. A comma ampersand A. Yes or no? We have already written this. I am going to write one more statement also. That is something very interesting statement what we are going to get. Right? And next is what? Similarly, printf the statement of x value of x is percentile f and is located at percentile f for you. Please do not do once again the mistake of that, right? It is what? X comma ampersand x. Got it or not? Now close this void main. Now tell me what is the output which I am going to get for this. What is the output by showing the figure? Tell me what is the output of this? Output. Value of A is 10 and is located at percentile at ampersand x. What is ampersand x? Ampersand A, sorry, it is how much? 4385. Right? Now similarly value of x is 3.14000, that you will get it, and is located at 3826. Is this clear? Yes or no? Now let us use a pointer. Now what has happened here is we were accessing the location A by the name A, variable A name. Can we access through the pointer is what is very, very important, right? So we have the dereference operator star, right? That is what we are going to use it now. Now, very important. Next 2 minutes, please pay attention. This is very, very important to understand. How do you dereference in this one? Now, you all know that P1 is storing the address of A. P1 is storing the address of A and P2 is storing the address of X, right? So when I use the dereference operator, right, that is when I say something like what is P1 now when we have used it as the initialization. Now tell me what is P1? What is P1? Tell me. 4 4 3 8 5 and P2 3826. Now I'll just ask you a question. What is the value stored at 3826? What is the value stored at 3826 from the figure? 3.14. What is the value stored at 4385? 10. Are you able to say that or not directly? Did I say that it is storing, actually it is storing what? It is the which variable value? One is the x variable value, the other is the a variable. But are you talking of x and a here? No. Directly you are talking of the address. What is it storing? Right?